Hello everyone, and welcome back to A Few Bits of News, where we go over a few bits of news from the gaming industry and various areas around it. I'm TB Sliver, and today we're going to go through, well, quite a few bits of little news. We've got a bit of a new format going on, so if you like the new format, let us know in the comments below. And as always, links to all the articles we've gone through will be found in the description. So, let's get to it. Starting with Epic Games. It'll come as a shock to no one that Epic isn't shy of throwing money around to gain a foothold in the PC marketplace, with regular free game giveaways and exclusive timings. However, in the Apple Epic legal case, we're only just getting to see what's being spent. Now, these numbers get a little mad, so bear with me. Apple's filing of the data shows that Epic lost $181 million in 2019. Ouch. And had a projected loss of $273 million with the Epic Game Store in 2020, despite their projected revenue of $401 million in that same year. Epic's confirmed that PC players only spend about $265 million, all these numbers are in dollars by the way, on third-party titles out of a total of $700 million spending in 2020, which includes microtransactions and other Epic-owned titles, which barely covers their $444 million spending on their minimum guarantees, which are the advantage they pay to publishers on expected sales. Now, all that cash throwing around may not be so bad until you look further on in 2021, in which their projected loss is around $139 million, in part because of the minimum guarantees expected to cost another $300 million. To cap this all off, in Apple's claims, Epic did not turn around is not expected to turn a profit before 2027, which Epic has come back and said it's actually going to be only 2023. This may ring true, as Epic posted a press release on Monday that it's secured $1 billion in funding, with $200 million of that coming from Sony, strengthening their relationship. Seeing as Fortnite seems to now feature both Kratos from God of War and now, as of this week, Horizon Zero Dawn's main hero, Aloy. With that, Rocket League and recently Fall Guys in Epic's library, it's not short of crossover options. If you want to see links to any of those articles, they're just down below in the Epic Games section. And now, that didn't properly trigger. There we go. Chains of Domination 9.1, World of Warcraft's first major update since its current expansion Shadowlands released, which includes a new zone, campaign chapters, and the next major raid, Sanctum of Domination, has finally hit the public test realm. Blizzard continues to frustrate its players with its development times, as 9.1 has officially become the longest wait on a first major patch from an expansion's release in modern WoW history. Shadowlands was released last November, and the patch is still not actually live. The actual release window is unknown, despite being presented at BlizzCon Line, is that what they went with? No, I would have thought BlizzCon Live would have been better. Anyway, in February, with no date set, has further worries after the fact, with prominent WoW streamer Towerly claiming to have a source within Blizzard stating they're worried people might not want to play it due to the length of time it's taking, with some outlets claiming June would be optimistic. While some of this could be explained away by the pandemic, other MMOs have still been consistent with their updates, as both Final Fantasy XIV and Elder Scrolls Online have only seen a few months in delay, even while both are expecting their own expansion this year, with Endwalker for Final Fantasy XIV due in the fall and Blackwood for ESO on June 1st, coupled with Guild Wars 2 expecting their expansion this year. It's going to be a busy second half of the year for MMO fans. Blizzard continues its downward trend with its poor showing at BlizzCon Line. Frustrating business choices, see a few weeks ago about their playtime cards, long patch cycles, and lack of games, which, if you remember, their only other release before Shadowlands at the start of 2020 was Warcraft 3 Reforged. Oof. Many believe WoW Classic The Burning Crusade will carry them forward this year through the content drought, but let us hope Diablo 2 resurrects positivity for the company as well. And next up, we have Outriders. After the downtime issues on launch, players would have thought the worst may be over for the not a live service but online only looter shooter Outriders. However, things seem to not be looking good for the People Can Fly dev team, as the major bugs still persisted within the game. The bug, which completely deletes a player's inventory, has been known since the game's release as a demo, and this was thought to have been squashed during last week's update patch, but this has only seemed to have increased the frequency of appearance, wiping out players' builds with upward of 90 hours progress, leaving their character stripped of everything. This, of course, has led to players actively walking from the game in frustration, and others basically not logging into the game at all in fear of losing their items. The cause was believed to be a multiplayer glitch, however, solo players have also had the same issue, leading people to believe that it is a connection problem with the save data being server-side only. Yesterday, another patch was released promising to stop the problem, and the dev team has pledged to restore all lost items at the server end after the patch. However, due to the nature of the crafting and modding system, it is unknown if exact copies can be restored. They've also included an offer of the care package with a selection of items to the whole player base. Kremlik has said the game is actually one of the better looter shooters around at this time, but due to these server issues, it's a wait-and-see game. Hopefully this latest patch will fix it. He's itching to set everything on fire again. This is not the only problem the game has faced, as class discrimination is happening within with the Devastator class being actively kicked from multiplayer groups due to the current class meta at the time. The players of said class have responded by opting to solo the harder content just via punching. Saitama would be proud. I need a drink. And now on to a few more bits of news. Mass Effect Legendary Edition goes gold. Tweeted last Friday, Mass Effect Legendary Edition has gone gold ahead of its May 14th release. The game not only updates the series collection for modern systems and hardware, but will also feature a complete rework of Mass Effect 1 to be more in line with the second and third games. Embracer Group, owner of THQ Nordic, Deep Silver and other teams, finally completes its $1.38 billion purchase of Gearbox, which started in February, as well as the Borderlands series. Gearbox has published Risk of Rain 2 and Godfall this past year. Surprising people ahead of the Nier Replicant launch, Nier Twitter announced that Automata on Steam would be getting an upgrade patch at some point, with no other information given. We will assume to put it on par with its Game Pass version, but doesn't have the same issues, thankfully. And after some eyebrow-raising posts from the original developer, it has been confirmed that Forager multiplayer update has been cancelled, and anyone who bought the game specifically for this can request a refund. Note that you will have to go back to the store you bought it from specifically, and if you backed it on Patreon, they're manually processing refunds through there. For more information, see the post in the description below. Last but not least, as mentioned last week, the April update that was due has now actually dropped. It comes with a slew of new fixes, as well as the promised deck unlocks for newly unlocked classes. However, this does not include any major changes to the tutorial section, but they have snuck in a free class unlock after you finish it. So if you've crawled your way past the 3-hour tutorial, go get it. And now on to major game updates. First up, we have the penultimate update before the Endwalker expansion for Final Fantasy XIV in the fall, bringing the final raid of the popular Nier storyline and wrapping up the Ultimate Weapons storyline in Shadowbringers. We've also got Warframe Calls of the Tempestarii. Adds the new Sevagoth frame and expands the Railjack system with a new story arc and the much-awaited AI crew members to help pilot it. We've also got Sea of Thieves Season 2, as well as refreshing the Pirate Emporium and a new season track. This season updates the Merchant Alliance Emissary with trade routes, adds Forts of Fortune world events, and a season-long limited-time PvP event starting next Thursday. Path of Exile Ultimatum discussed last week. This adds a risk-reward system to the new league, as well as rebalancing a lot of the loot pools and giving a new season rewards. Kremlik has somehow roped everyone into play next Wednesday, so it's at least better than Magic the Gathering Legends. Come watch us at twitch.tv/tbsliver and the other streams linked there for the fun we're going to get to next Wednesday. And Destiny 2 Guardian Games. The second Guardian Games is upon us, pitting the three classes against each other. Eva Levante will continue to task Guardians in different ways to earn medals. Rewards this year are the Heir Apparent Exotic Machine Gun and its Catalyst for the first time, as well as class items and other fun stuff. And finally, we're on to new game releases. First off, we have Nier Replicant version 1. Many numbers. It's a remake of the original Japanese version. It comes out on the 23rd of this month, so check the link below if you want to get that. Yes, it's seriously just got a load of numbers in the name. I'm not actually joking at all. And we've also got Judgment, which is a Sony exclusive coming out on the 23rd of this month, which is from the Yakuza dev team. So if you're looking forward to that, again, link is down below. Exclusive to PlayStation and Sony. So if you've not got one, then I think you're out of luck. Unless it ever comes to PC. We never know. And that is that. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up down below, and if you want to chat with us, drop a message in the comments. If you want to see any links for what we've got, what we showed in this episode, then please click the links in the video description, and there you can also see links to my Discord, Twitch, YouTube, other YouTube channels, and various other bits, and also a link to Kremlik's Twitch channel, who is the co-writer, news gatherer and co-writer for the system. So thank you very much, Kremlik, for this, and I will catch you all next time. Have a great week.